The DSR is a high-powered bolt-action sniper rifle. This gun has the potential to kill in one shot at any distance with pinpoint accuracy. This is the most powerful weapon in the game. Compared with the other sniper rifles, the DSR has the largest one-shot kill area. You can acquire a one-shot kill from an opponent's head all the way to his waist. When compared with the other snipers, you have the highest probability of getting a one-shot kill when the target is in the open. The drawback to using this powerful weapon is the delay between shots. Since the sniper is bolt action, there's about a 1.36 second delay between shots. That means if you're going head to head with the MK48, for example, and you miss your first shot, that gun has the possibility of killing you 4 times in rapid repetition before you're ready to shoot again. So accuracy is paramount to doing well with this weapon, even more so than the other weapons we've discussed. The reload speed is also slow, ranked last among snipers. Since sniper rifles deal flat damage at any range, we're going to skip the shots to kill portion of this video. Just note that from the waist up is a one-shot kill, and from the waist down is a 2-shot kill. Let's build the class. Snipers are at their best at very long distances, but at the same time you have to stay mobile and avoid tunnel vision when aiming down sights. We're going to build a class around these facts. The first attachment is going to be the variable scope. The default range of this scope is slightly less zoomed than the original scope. It gives this class the ability to ADS and still retain a good view of what's in front of you, so you're more adept to shooting mid-range targets. When the situation calls for it, you can increase the zoom to obtain a clear view of targets at a further distance. The second attachment is the ballistic CPU. A lot of times when you're moving between locations, you and the enemy might catch sight of each other at the same time. You don't have much time to get on target and hold your breath for the most accurate shot. The ballistic CPU will reduce the sway when aiming down sights, allowing you to get on target and get your shots off faster. Next, you can equip the secondary of your choice. I'm going to equip the Cap 40. The Tag 45 would also be a good secondary. Next, equip Ghost for perk 1. Being invisible to the radar will allow this class to set up without being immediately located. Next, we're going to equip perk 2 Greed, Fast Hands, and Toughness. We're going to have to swap weapons often when running in tight spaces. Fast Hands will help speed up the swap time, reducing the time spent vulnerable. Toughness will keep the crosshairs of the DSR on target even while being shot. On this class, we're going to skip perk 3, and finally, I'm going to equip the Semtex as a lethal and Shock Charge for tactical. Okay, let's build the class. The DSR is a powerful weapon, but it's difficult to use because you have such a long delay between shots. You have to be very accurate and resourceful after you get a kill. The first thing you want to be aware of is how to navigate the map while holding a sniper. When you're running with the sniper, you have to know the high traffic areas on the map. You also have to know where the long lines of sight are going to be and where people like to camp. When you check the open areas of the map to get those long distance shots, you want to check sniper camping locations first. You want to check windows, head glitching spots, and any location that will be a good area to snipe, because snipers can kill you from these areas just as easily as you can kill them. After you clear those areas, you can start looking for enemies running around corners out in the open so you can get the easy kill. After about 3 seconds of scanning, move to a new location. The immobile sniper is the easy target for a flanker. While moving, you want to equip your secondary in case you run into an enemy before you get to the next safe area. The DSR is not a reactive gun, meaning it doesn't do well when you use it based off twitch reactions. You have to be able to predict where the enemy is going to be so you can line up your shot quickly and accurately. Sometimes you don't always know where the enemy is going to be. Maybe you don't have a UAV or VSAT in the air, or your teammates are all scattered throughout the map so you don't know the enemy spawn. The best way to handle this situation is to travel from cover to cover and look for enemies in the distance without being scoped in. If you look for targets while scoped, you lose a lot of visibility of the field. Even with the lower zoom or the variable scope, you still have a narrow view of the landscape. Scan the area without being scoped in, and then scope in once you acquire acquire a target. The only times I would recommend scanning while scoped is when you first round a corner into an open area and when you're looking for targets in the far distance. In both of these situations, it's beneficial to only remain scoped in for a very short time. Once you acquire a target, it's best to hit that target in one shot. As we previously discussed, there's a 1.36 second delay between shots, so you don't want to have to shoot multiple times. The quickest way to gain the most accuracy from this weapon is to be stationary while shooting. Unlike the SMGs, it's not a good idea to strafe while shooting because you only have one shot and you will have to hit targets from mid to long range, which means those targets are smaller and harder to hit. Once you kill your target, you're in a dangerous situation. You have a 1.36 second delay before you can shoot again, and you just notified the enemy team of your exact location. So that means any flankers or any enemies that have spawned close to you will be making a beeline to your exact location. To remedy this, I like to switch to my secondary after I get a kill and then escape the area. This way I can get out of the spot the other team is looking for me, and I can use the secondary to pick up a close range kill on my way out. The only reason I would stay in the same area after I get a kill is because I located another target that hasn't seen me yet, or I'm surrounded by my teammates, so it's not likely I will get flanked immediately. But sometimes your teammates might not be the best player, so you have a few extra seconds to acquire more targets, but you still want to equip your secondary and leave the area. That's all I have for the DSR. If you can manage to acquire your targets quickly and be accurate and escape the area after you get a kill, you will do well with this weapon. Thanks for watching. See you next week.